There's this constant debate and battle amongst all scientists, and everything's still theoretical and it's still under development, but there's this constant battle about whether the brain generates consciousness or consciousness generates our experience and our minds and our bodies. You know, which comes first, the chicken or the egg? Which comes first, consciousness or this physical experience, this physical body, the mind, the brain? What generates what? And this article actually, they went, right, and they did a study on these mice who were put under anesthesia. And they have done some work previously to kind of figure out that there is some relationship between these microtubules, right, within the brain, which are these structures, right, that are responsible for passing along like materials. And now they're realizing that's also responsible for, to a certain degree, right, our conscious experiences. And they found out that these microtubules, right, when they gave these mice, right, a drug that helped, you know, sustain these microtubules, right, were able to come out of anesthesia and regain consciousness much faster than mice who didn't have those same drugs. Now, what scientists have been talking about with these microtubules is that quantum mechanics, right? They suspect that these microtubules are responsible for quantum processes within the brain. Basically saying that, you know, these microtubules are responsible for taking right consciousness and then in the similar way, right? I don't know if you remember the two split experiment, right? Or even was it Schrodinger's cat, where all right avenues of possibility exist simultaneously at once. And then the moment, right, it is observed or experienced a particular reality, all other realities collapse into one, and only that reality exists, right? So the cat is both alive and dead at the same time until you actually can observe the cat being alive or being dead, right? Of course, that's theoretical, but what they found within these microtubules is that this same consciousness, right, these quantum mechanics, these quantum processes take consciousness and collapse it into a given reality that the brain then experiences, that the mind then generates into reality. So basically what this is saying is that there is consciousness that exceeds, it's still theoretical, but there's consciousness that exceeds the brain itself. That once it enters the brain, then it becomes that finite consciousness. It condenses into one given reality. But beyond that point, right, there is this consciousness that exists beyond the mind, that sustains the mind, right, and exists in infinite permutations of infinite realities. And it isn't until it's delivered through this filtration system of our own minds and our own consciousness, our own individual realities, that it creates a very finite and specific reality.